Heart Evangelista has another gorgeous day planned, particularly since her husband, politician Chiz Escudero, is with her this time, and it's Paris Fashion Week for men's shows. Senator Chiz Escudero is a wonderful spouse. He is now in Paris with his wife, Heart Evangelista, for Fashion Week. Heart posted pictures of themselves on Facebook to announce this. "Told you it was the new era," she wrote. "Well done. I thus officially welcome you to Fashion Week." Remember how Heart expressed her joy at finally being on the same chapter with her spouse earlier this month. "Thank you note for the man I refer to as my hubby. You've been at my side throughout everything, and I believe I understand what unconditional meant. Finally, we're in the same chapter as of today. This is a new era," she continued. Heart has been highlighting Chiz on her social media account for weeks, from thanking Chiz for being her #1 supporter to posting an absurd mirror image of the two of them. She explained in the caption of the aforementioned image, "Unconditional again, I'm grateful. This will be remembered in history." The 38-year-old actress then expressed her gratitude for the 53-year-old's interest in knowing more about her passions. Heart and Chiz were the subject of split speculations around the end of last year. As one of the youngest members of Congress, Chiz Escudero first caught the attention of Filipinos when he distinguished himself as a charismatic, articulate speaker with a great command of the Filipino language. He gained notoriety by spearheading an effort to remove former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo from office. He was elected to the Senate in 2007 thanks to his swift rise in politics. Francis Joseph Esquerdo, known as Chiz, was born on October 10, 1969. He is the second of the 3 children born to former Congresswoman Evelina Guevara Escudero and her late husband, late agricultural minister and former Sorsogon 1st District Representative Salvador Esquerdo. From kindergarten through law school, when he participated on the debate team, he received his education in the public school system of the University of the Philippines. Chiz entered practice and accepted a job as a law professor at the UP College of Law in 1994. After clearing the Filipino bar at Georgetown Law Center in Washington, D.C., graduated with a master's degree in international and comparative law in 1996. At the age of 28, he won his first election as the Sorsogon County Representative for the 1st District in 1998. He was re-elected twice more. During that time, he held the positions of House Minority Floor Leader and Assistant Majority Floor Leader. Chiz took the Senate oath in 2007, receiving the second highest number of votes. After being elected to the Senate, he fulfilled his duties by working on projects that carried out his campaign promise to represent the voice of the people in the upper chamber. His initial efforts focused on obtaining tax exemptions and extra exemptions for those with low incomes. RA 9504 is the name given to this legislation at the moment. Additionally, he campaigned to raise the maximum insurance limit for bank accounts to $9,576. He's in charge of the Justice and Human Rights Committee and was instrumental in passing the anti-vagrancy law, the anti-enforced or involuntary disappearance law, and the anti-torture law. Chiz has heard and taken action on every measure submitted to the 2 committees: Justice and Human Rights and Environment and Natural Resources. In the most recent 15th Congress, he was successful in securing approval for the establishment of an additional 281 courts. The project intended to provide effective and efficient justice, particularly to those living in rural areas. Chiz received the 2005 10 Outstanding Young Men Award for Youth Leadership in the nation. He was the only Filipino to be selected Asia's Idols by Asian News Network in 2007. 2008, the World Economic Forum recognized him as one of the young global leaders of the world. In addition, he was honored with the Rotary Golden Wheel Award in 2012 for his accomplishments in the fields of political leadership and legislation. Chiz continues to strive for comprehensive legislation on good governance, education, agriculture, electoral reforms, justice, and human rights with the renewed authority granted to him in the 16th Congress. Senator Chiz Escudero and Heart Evangelista's love affair has taken a new turn as it concerns the actress's parents and the senator's past. The news is making the rounds in the media. Because Chiz is running for re-election, it doesn't seem like it will stop anytime soon. The nation's curiosity was initially aroused when Heart disclosed in an interview on The Buzz in June 2012 that she and Chiz had previously gone out to dinner twice. Only a few weeks had passed after her breakup with Brazilian-Japanese model actor Daniel Matsunagi. Additionally, Chiz's marriage to Christine Elizabeth Flores, the mother of his 2 children, had just been declared null and void about a month before. The two claimed they met through a mutual acquaintance, which is how many love stories begin. Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago, a close family friend of the Pacos, served as the link between their 2 worlds and their particular situation. Sweet Instagram post: Heart attending Chiz's Christmas party for Senate reporters, a trip to San Francisco for Hart's birthday on Valentine's Day, and additional indications that they were a happy couple were commonplace in the months that followed. The 43-year-old senator declared his intention to marry Hart, within 5 years in the same month as their vacation in LA. According to ABS-CBN.com, Chiz was questioned about whether or not the relationship was headed towards marriage during an interview that was broadcast on Showbiz Inside Report on February 9th. Hopefully, yes. It'd be unfair, stupid, and wrong to say that you don't want it to head in that direction, he responded. When asked whether he had a timeline, he replied, 53 na ako in 10 years. Huwang naman. I'll be 53 in 10 years. Hopefully not for so long, less than 5 years from now. Har wrote, I miss you busy, as the caption a photo of herself in the center on March 4 of last year. She had also published a picture of them sporting couple bracelets a week earlier. She cited an ABS-CBN.com article to say, those were love bracelets. When we visited San Francisco for my birthday, we purchased them from the city streets. The other was something we obtained in order to match kami, to obtain something that would match. Hart exclaimed in the same story, oh, I'm extremely content. I'm overjoyed. You know, everything is simply balance, she remarked. Up until March 19th, when Hart's parents, Ray and Cecile Ongpako, gave a news conference outlining their objections to their daughter's relationship with the senator, everything appeared to be going well for the happy pair. The initial justification for labeling Hart's marriage to the senator as unacceptable is his failure to arrange a religious wedding for her. Despite the fact that the senator's marriage to his first wife was declared null and void in July 2012, Cecile Ongpako noted that Chiz is still unable to wed again in a church. Chiz was also referred to by the Ongpako couple as rude, arrogant, and an alcoholic. According to Cecile Ongpako in an interview with Inquirer.net, her husband's initial impression of the congressman was as follows. Hart called her dad very late last night, stating the man wanted to meet us. Ray gave in. He smelled like alcohol when Mr. Escudero arrived. He was sprawled out on the couch, and I was startled to see him there. Dad or Hart is a staunch conservative, not even a drinker. He, Mr. Escudero, questioned him about his occupation as if he were applying for a job. He supposedly was once more intoxicated when Hart's parents met her beau for the second time. Miss Ongpako remarked he was carrying a bottle of red wine. According to her, he hardly spoke a respectful word, as reported to the Inquirer. Ongpako claimed that Chiz has a personality disorder is even more unsettling. Although we know better, he presents himself as a good candidate. All these actions show that his public persona is not at all representative of who he really is, she claimed. She told the Inquirer, my husband and I are accumulating evidence to show that he is a Jekyll and Hyde personality, as described by a print columnist. Her statement, Ongpako asserted, according to Hart, Chiz has promised her that he will become president by 2016, and then she will be addressed as First Lady. Chiz's staff occasionally refers to him as Mr. President. This is pure seduction because, in our opinion, Chiz has no chance of becoming president or vice president due to his mysterious personality. Ongpako added that despite the fact that he has revealed to the world his intentions to wed the actress, he has never formally asked for our daughter's hand or explained how he would support her and his wife at the same time. What a sweet gesture we had from Senator Chiz. What are your thoughts about this? See you on the next one.